I want all my Sadako players to rise up. Generational hero back again on the intellectual, intriguing, international. Damn, I haven't said that in 7 months. That's crazy. Or, yeah, it's been since January. It's been a really long time. But we are back on the international platform known as YouTube. And today, we're going to be talking about a game that I recently got back into over these past couple of months, even though the developers do a shitty job. But I digress. Dead by Daylight. And one of my favorite killers to play in the game, and that is Sadako. Now, it's usually the case for someone to like something because they've seen it before and then it was implemented into the game. For example, I was interested in Halloween and Michael Myers was put into the game. That's what I used to be a Myers main a lot. I played this game back in middle school. So it came out during 2016. I remember playing that in like 6th grade. So that's how long I've been a fan of this game. And I've seen the ups and downs of this developer hell. I digress about the developers. But regardless of that, I was actually interested in Sadako because of Dead by Daylight. Because, I'd never seen the actual movie before. And then I saw Ringu, the Japanese version, where Sadako originated from. And it was a pretty good movie. It was pretty cool, too. One of the coolest horror movies I've ever seen in my life. So then I feel like they did a great adaptation of her character, though, in terms of her powers, because usually it's hard to do that because her powers weren't like descriptive at all. All she did was just teleport through a TV. And I'll get to that later, too, about her gameplay. And I thought it was pretty cool overall. But in regards to her gameplay, playing Sadako, if you're like a top tier player, it's like playing chess. It's like chess and checkers between the top tier and the low tier Sadako killers. Because a lot of people, they dismiss Sadako as like a hard killer because she has a lot of mechanics. Well, she only really has one mechanic, which is Condemned. But it's hard to understand because of the progressions of the Condemned. But once you start playing her more and more, like with any other killer really, but with her specifically, it gets like a lot funner because you feel very, at least this is how I feel. You feel very strategic when you play against her or when you play as her too. And because of the strategy behind her gameplay, it leads to like very fun gameplay in general, in my opinion. And I was also a Wraith main, sorry. Mainly because I liked his Windstorm add-ons. When they did his rework, it was amazing. I had a lot of fun just zooming. And I have a lot of fun just zooming with her as well. With machine learning, since it was recently in the blood web and play with your food, best combo ever. Along with her best add-on. If you don't run this add-on on her, you're just making it harder on yourself. And that is Bloody Fingernails. And Bloody Fingernails makes you move 50% faster when you teleport out. Oh, that also leads me to another aspect of her gameplay, besides the Condemns, is the TV. Now, some people call it just mindlessly teleporting to TV to TV. I don't really see it that way. What you're really doing is you're gauging where the survivors are. So, for example, if you have one TV on the other side of the map, you teleport there, and then, someone got a stack from it, that survivor is within the area. That's with Condemned in general. When you teleport and the survivors are within the range of the TV, they gain a stack of Condemned. And then once you gain a stack of Condemned, that means that it'll be easier to get the Condemned Mori on them. So also, it is a very satisfying feeling to get the Condemned Moris. I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially if you have tough matches where you have like one gen left and they either have either 3 or 4 survivors, because they can do it with 3. They can easily leave with 3 and you're just left with only one down instead of 4 or 3. And then if they're all 4 survivors in general, like that is like a very tough position to be in. And once you get Moris, I think Sadako is like the only killer in the game that can realistically change. It doesn't matter how many gens are completed. You can realistically change the outcome of a game if you only get like one Condemned Mori. And if you get that one condemned Mori, it's just over for the rest of them. Or it can be. Sometimes games don't go your way like any other killer, but specifically for her, I feel like a lot of people would be hard on her because of how hard it how hard it would be for a new person getting into the game to play her versus Hillbilly, for example. And the main reason why I wanted to make this video was because just to showcase a different light of the Dead by Daylight community, as you see the popular killers like Nurse and Kaneki, Blight, for example, like all those popular killers. And I know it could be boring for certain people. And maybe I was enticing enough to, maybe it's your first time viewing this and you're looking for new killers to try out, and you see my video talking about Sadako and her gameplay, like seeing the gameplay I have as well. I thought it was pretty intriguing gameplay, at least for the most part. I probably had funner matches, but I just had a lot of clips and I just wanted to showcase them to certain people. Also, if you guys want to see just me playing the game in general, without commentary or nothing, just let me know. I'll be more than willing to do that because I am a Xbox player. Yeah, I'm saying all this as an Xbox player, by the way. I never had a PC, never owned one. Probably never will. Honestly, I might be, just because of Left 4 Dead. Like, that game really enticing me to get Steam right now, so maybe in the future, but I know not right now, most definitely. So other than that, I also just wanted to get back into content creation because it has been since January since I last uploaded my video, and I did say 2025 was going to be my year for content creation. So, I'm also close to 50 subscribers. I think I'm either 1 or 2 subscribers away. So I think that's pretty cool, knowing that I have 48 people watching my content. Like, that is a good feeling to me because I could easily have 0 people subscribe to me easily. I know many channels that only have that probably make banger content and only have 10 subscribers. So even 48 is a lot to me. Even when you put it in a broader perspective too, 48 people, imagine knowing 48 people. Imagine talking to 48 people in the day. That's a lot of people. And I don't think people recognize that because of how big YouTubers are with Mr. Beast, for example, 400 million subscribers, some ridiculous number like that. Compared to 40, a measly 48. But still, 48 is a lot of people, and I appreciate that. And other than that, that's all I have for today's video. And most importantly, Sadako is fun. Please give her a shot, because honestly, playing her was the most fun I've had playing this game. Using her teleport abilities and getting the condemned Moris are I'm telling you, the condemned Moris are the best feeling you will get in this game. Generational Hero, out.